We're going to talk about Michael Saylor today. All right, folks. So today is a special podcast. We got a special guest for you here today. I would say this is the first time we got a billionaire in the vault, Michael Saylor. For some of you guys that don't know his story, I'll kind of set him up and then we'll get right into it. Get your pens ready. Get your papers ready. Get your mind ready. It's about to go for a workout the next 2 hours. I promise you. And for some of you guys that maybe still have doubts of cryptocurrency or maybe even Bitcoin, this man may change your mind. Here's why. MIT grad. He is the CEO and founder of MicroStrategy, nearly 2,000 employees. They started in '89, went public in '98, over 40 patents. If you own one Bitcoin today, a Bitcoin as of right now is worth $44,512. If you own 10, that's $440,000. If you own 100, that's $4.4 million. But he owns personally 17,732 Bitcoins, and his company, MicroStrategy, Brace for Impact, owns 125,000 Bitcoins. Let me say that one more time. 125,000 Bitcoins. So with that being said, Michael Saylor, thank you so much for being a guest on the podcast.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, so here's the craziest thing about what you were just talking about off camera. You just got into this summer of 2020. It's not like you've been a true believer from day one. It's not like you bought in, 12 years ago, 10 years ago when these guys are talking. You just got in 2 years ago. For a guy as smart as you, what made you switch and say this is the way to go?
Most people don't think about money, and we just kind of take it for granted. And I really took it for granted up until about 2020. But I think in March of 2020, a lot of people's worldviews were shaken, right? I had some deeply held beliefs. One belief is everybody should work in an office, and you had to come and show up and work in the office. And then during the lockdowns, I found that I had to question that belief, and pretty soon we're all working remotely, and I, along with probably a billion other people, went through that same transformation. So that was like a digital transformation of work. In the second quarter of 2020, we had what we'll call a K-shaped recovery. But in my opinion, the K-shaped recovery was Main Street got shut down and locked down, and if you manufactured anything or provided services, your business was wrecked. And then Wall Street had a rapid, miraculous recovery within 6 weeks of the pandemic, and they had the best year of their life. And I could have basically sat on a floaty in my,